Hey, what's going on guys? Derrik here. Welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to do a guitar tutorial for the song Don't Think Jesus by Morgan Wallen. I saw a video that he posted a while back. I don't really remember it, but I know I've seen it, of him playing this song when he was first sent it from the songwriters. So today I'm going to base my guitar tutorial off of that video, but also I'm gonna listen to the TikTok that he posted of the studio recorded version as well. So hopefully I can show you guys how to play this somewhat like the studio version, but also the way he actually plays it acoustic. So without further ado, let's jump into it. We're gonna start with the TikTok that he posted last week.
City lives fast and goes hard. Starts chasing the devil through honky-tonk bars. They say, I don't think Jesus done it this way.
Okay, so I don't want to get too far into the song. What I can tell so far, if you want to play this like the studio version, and again, I'm not sure if this is how he plays it in the version that he posted of him playing this solo. I'll check that out in a second. I think it is, but I haven't tried to figure this out yet. But what I can tell is that the studio version is in the key of D. So I have my guitar in standard tuning, but during that verse there, I actually lowered it to drop D tuning. So I just lowered this low E string, the 6th string, to a D. So now it matches my 4th string. The reason for that is I think I hear a low D in there. But one of the things you can tell right away is that there is this like lead intro type of lick. So let me see if I can... So I think it's something like this. Again, this won't be perfect because I haven't seen him play the studio version like this, but what I think it sounds pretty close to is... Actually, I think they strummed the D there. So it's something like that. Basically what I'm doing is I'm going... hammering onto the 5th string of the 2nd fret, and then I'm picking the 4th string and sliding up from the 2nd fret to the 4th fret on that 4th string. Then back to the 2nd string, or 2nd fret, pick it open, and then I go to the 5th string and slide up from the 4th to the 5th, and then I go slide up to the 7th and then to the 2nd fret, hammer back onto that 5th string of the 2nd fret, and then the low D. So then I just do, to kind of end that, I go 4th string, 2nd fret, slide up to the 4th fret, back to the 2nd, and then strum the D. So again, really slow all together, that sounds like this. So that's that opening lick, and then I think, and then the chords you had for the verse so far were a D to a G. You play a G like this and drop D because you lowered this string. So this is your G chord shape. So you know when he says, I'm just going D, G, D. then you have a B minor in there. Obviously, I don't really know the lyrics, but in the verse you have a D, a G, and then a B minor in some parts of that for this studio version. I want to kind of go through this somewhat quick and then actually get to the way he plays it as well. So D, G, D, D, G, B minor, D, G, D.
If I was him, I'd say to hell with you. Ain't no helping you. Find someone else to get heaven to. I'm telling you, I'd shame me, I'd blame me, I'd make me pay for my mistakes. But I don't think Jesus does it that way.
Yeah, this is a hell of a song. Okay, so for the chorus, you had a few more chords that were introduced there. It starts out on a G. So I'm going G to D to A. And then the part where it changed was the kind of like that last 4 bars of the chorus where he goes. So you go B minor to A to G. This is an F sharp over D, or an F sharp over I guess technically maybe a G, and then to an E minor, which in drop D is just these 3, the 6th, the 5th, and the 4th on the 2nd fret. And then D, G, D to end the chorus. So again, I think that's somewhat how they're playing this studio version. Obviously, it's just a 1 minute, a minute and a half clip. But now I want to go to the actual way, or like the actual video of him playing this song on YouTube and show you what he's doing there, if it's somewhat similar. I hope it is.
Sent me a song today. I was on the way back home from playing a little golf, and they wrote the song with me on their mind, and made me cry in the truck. So I figured I'd test it out on y'all and see if you had any sort of similar reaction. I just learned it a few minutes ago, so hopefully I'll get it right.
Oh, so he actually plays that lick too. So he is in drop D. You can hear it. You can hear it at low E or low D. So he's just playing that lick basically. He does the same beginning part. So you go 2 to 4, back to 2, pull off to the 5th string, 4 to 5, 5 to 7, back to 5 to 2, and then D open. I think. Let me
See if you had any sort of similar reaction. I just learned it a few minutes ago, so hopefully I'll get it right.
Yeah. Yeah, something like that. To start it. Drop D tuning.
Oh, gets a guitar and starts writing a song about whiskey and women and getting
G,
too stoned.
D,
He got all 3 at the first
G,
show we played.
B minor,
Hometown says I don't
D,
think Jesus done it
G,
that way.
D.
Boy moves to the city, lives fast and goes home. Starts chasing the devil through honky tonk bars, ignoring the voices in his head that say,
B minor.
I don't think Jesus has done it this way.
So before we jump into the chorus again, that is almost exactly the same as the studio recorded version that he posted on TikTok. So the verses are D to G for most of it, and then towards the end there you have a B minor that's thrown in there. One thing that I haven't really went over yet is the strumming pattern. Morgan's not really playing a strumming pattern in the verse here. He's using kind of just like his thumb and his pointer finger. Like he's hitting the low D string with his thumb, and then he's using his pointer finger for the to kind of strum, like up strum the second and the third string. Kind of what I would do if I was playing with a pick too, because I don't really strum like that. You know, I would do something like so I'm just going, you know, 6, 4, 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 2, 4, 3. It's a guitar, starts running song. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So kind of just count that as you do it. You know, so you're D, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, G, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to the D. So that's kind of how I would play like the strumming pattern. It's not really a strumming pattern. It's just that really low dynamic picking. And I think I remember him going into the chorus. I think he starts strumming here.
If I was him, I'd say to help you, ain't no helping you. Find someone else to give heaven to. I'm telling you, I shame me, I blame me, I made me pay for my mistakes. Oh, but I don't.
Oh, interesting. I think he ends on the G versus the E minor, which I think the studio version does.
I don't think Jesus does it that way.
Okay, so you did still have most of the same chords in the chorus. You start on the G in the chorus. D, A. And then this is where you kind of start doing that walk down. B minor to A. So that's how he does it in the studio version, I think. In this one, he kind of went right from. He ends on the G for sure. I don't know what he did. So he just stays on the A to the G. Okay, yeah. So Morgan actually doesn't do the walk down all the way through. He stays on the B minor. He goes A and then G. So he just does B minor, A to G for that walk down in the last part of the chorus. And I don't think Jesus done it that way. D, G, D. And again, for the strumming, I think it's something like down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. So it's like a. Same thing on the. Single strum there. I don't think Jesus done it. So you kind of get the idea. Again, I'm not big on memorizing a very strict strumming pattern because guitar playing is way more nuanced than that. It's never the same. You're always going to have some variation to it. But that's like the general rhythmic pattern to it. Let's keep going here.
Oh, but I don't think Jesus does it that way. Boys all alone, got no one to turn
Same thing here. D.
to. Figures he'll pray, 'cause what
G,
else could he do?
D.
He says, I wish you would've woke me up in
G,
easier way.
B minor,
But I don't think
D,
Jesus
G,
does it that way.
D.
If I was him, I said help you, ain't no helping you. Find someone else to get help to. I'm telling you, I shame me, I blame me, I blame me, pay for my mistakes. But I don't think Jesus done it that way.
Ooh, that's okay. So that part's a little different because in the first chorus, he went back to the D. But this one, he stayed on the G right here.
Does it that way.
G. Stay on it.
But I don't think
Still G.
done it that way.
Then the D. So you just stay on it for like almost double the amount of time. So on that part, you heard that little like hammer on he's doing. That's on the G. He's just hammering on with his middle finger on the third or the fourth string of the fourth fret. Kind of a break down here.
World likes to rear back and throw a few stones. So boy wants to throw a few stones of his own.
Same thing here.
Lord knows I ain't perfect and it ain't my place. Oh, and I don't think Jesus done it that way. Are y'all sure that Jesus done it that way?
Damn good song. Yeah, I mean, to kind of recap that, guys, he actually plays it pretty close to the studio version too. So drop D tuning in the key of D. In the verse you had D, G, and B minor as your chords. And we kind of said like it's a somewhat picking pattern or very light strumming. So, you know, it's like something like that. 6, 4, 2, 4, 3, 6, 4, 2, 4, 3. And then in the chorus you had where the strumming kind of picked up and you had a chord progression change too. So you went from G to D to A. You did that twice. And then you had that walk down. And then in the studio version, again, it's more intricate. It's B minor to A to G, F sharp, and I think to E minor. But Morgan played an easier version of that where he just went B minor, A, G. I don't think Jesus D done it G. Back to D. So that was how you played the chorus. And again, for strumming on the chorus, I think it's somewhat like a down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Again, don't worry too much about getting that perfect, but that's the general rhythm. And then that opening lick. That opening lick we did as well to start the song, which we covered. Yeah, awesome song. I'm a big fan of that song. And I can totally see why he really likes that song and relates to it. So I think it's cool that he's releasing this on Good Friday. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. Let me know in the comment section below if you have any questions at all. I'll do my best to answer them, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.